Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction and commentary. And today we're going to be hopping into one of the movies and films that won the recent Patreon poll for the Halloween theme. And it's going to be titled The Others. I've never heard of this film. I have no idea what's about to happen within this film. This is honestly the first time I've heard of this to begin with. So completely blind first time here. And that's really exciting. I like going into films that are primarily just out of my vortex of information, even when it comes to references. So I'm excited to see where this goes and how this transforms throughout my playthrough, and see what I can pick up and hopefully, not only just from a narrative standpoint, but from a filmmaking standpoint, can give and provide some commentary on it. So without further ado, I'm gonna hop into this film, and if you know about this film, then hey, shout out to you. And if you want to participate in what I should be watching next, or what you would like for me to watch next, you can by checking out the Patreon and participating in one of the Patreon polls. Feel free to, comment below in the comment section, but you'll probably have more of a higher chance of me actually putting your selection on the Patreon poll if, again, you are on the Patreon. So yeah, if you're wondering how that system works when it comes to looking at films for me to watch next, that's usually how it goes down. But you can also support the channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And at the end of the day, you don't have to do any of those things. Just sit back, relax, and get your popcorn and snacks as we hop into The Others. Again, if you guys want to be able to see and hear all that I have to say about this film, maybe your favorite part isn't on the YouTube edit, because how would I know it's your favorite part after a first time watching? And also, I just don't know you. So if you want to be able to see and hear everything, you can by going to the Patreon and syncing up your copy of the film with mine, and you should be good to go.
Now, children, are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. This story started many...
Just drops off with a mixtape. Why are you just in my left ear? I will say I do like stories that derive themselves, especially horror films, deriving themselves from kid stories. Because, man, they did not hold back on some of these stories they told back in the day, right? Oh, my goodness. Hansel and Gretel. What the Man, she woke up in horror. Good Lord. The hell was your dream about? Matter of fact, don't tell me. Keep it to yourself.
You are? I'm Bertha Mills, ma'am. And this is it.
I mean, I can already just notice the outfits right here. I mean, just the entire atmosphere. The dark clothes, the dark shadows. There's not a single bright color.
You were sleeping in the attic room at the top of the stairs. And you, Mr.
Tuttle, Mom.
Tuttle. You could see...
Damn, this place looks... man, like the atmosphere just... it got evaporated from this place. Might be a little bit of the color grading, but... the production design could have probably made this house be like this, too.
I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Which of you does the cooking?
Have you all noticed what I'm doing?
Okay, so she's over here. I'm going to assume that the master here is maybe her love interest. Recently went out to war, has not come back. Meaning homeboy is probably dead. I'm sure that's going to play an important role into this film.
Or one of my children playing hide and seek?
Oh, what do you mean, ma'am?
Perhaps I should introduce you to the children.
Yeah, that would be great. Introduce me to these children you keep talking about, because you're scaring me, lady. Is her children only going to come out when she blocks out the light? Are they like ghosts? Is that what's happening here?
Yes, my dears.
I'm your new nanny.
It's time for their breakfast.
I'm your new nanny. I'm curious to see how this story is going to unfold. I have no clue as to where this could go. It almost doesn't even feel like a horror film, right?
Minutes they would break out in sores and blisters and begin to suffocate.
That's crazy.
Eventually be fatal.
They could also be ghosts. They could also very much be ghosts themselves, but I guess photosensitivity is a good way to make this possible, realistically, which I like.
But it changes everything. It's rather difficult.
The only things that move here is the light, and it changes everything. What are you, a vampire? What are you?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't like fantasies. Strange ideas. Do you know what I mean?
I was over here assuming that Nicole Kidman was going to be the protagonist, but it looks like she might actually be the antagonist, which I think is pretty cool.
And what would you have done to Nye Cries?
Well, yes. Inside, I would have believed in him, but I wouldn't have told the Romans that.
I mean, she's kind of not wrong. She's kind of not wrong. I mean, if it's a way for you to stay alive. That's really funny.
Right. Open your readers at lessons.
Gotta say, it's really cool that the entire house is being shot and lit like this for reasons that are connected to the narrative, because it gives an excuse to, really get creative with the production design, the lighting, even the atmosphere of this film. It's an organic way to do that. There's no reason to be afraid. Leaves the kid in a giant, vacant, dark room. I could find several if I was in his shoes.
Anne.
Then the way she even got these voices echoing throughout the house is kind of crazy.
What boy?
Victor,
Who's Victor?
Oh, well, that's terrible.
the boy that was here a moment ago.
What are you talking about? What you already talking about a boy named Victor, and you said it so casually as if like I can see Victor all the time. Lady, who is this person?
You are not suggesting that it was me. Do you think that I would overlook such a thing and endanger the life of my own daughter?
Yes. Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just saying. You look kind of crazy, lady.
Leave me alone. So you don't want to see him now, eh? You're a cowdy custard. Cowdy, cowdy custard. Cowdy, cowdy custard.
Yo, this girl is a tool. She's a tool. This kid's just trying to get some sleep. This kid is just trying to get some sleep, man. I empathize with him. He's like, bro, please, let me rest my head on the pillow.
That's what you say. But I read the other day that limbo's only for children who haven't been baptized. And I have.
Oh. Oh. she got sent to say more things. I'm going to give you a couple more Psalms to read after saying that to me.
I'm beginning to feel totally cut off from the world. This fog doesn't exactly help. It's never lasted this long before.
I was actually just about to say, like, the fog has been around that place for a good bit. Now that I've heard it's been a couple of days, seems like you're in purgatory. Yeah, this is why I don't want to ever have a super big, big place to myself. Absolutely not. I don't see how some people can just have entire mansions where they don't even know how many rooms they have. That's creepy. Oh, God. Oh, come on. Come on. What is this? What the hell is this, man? Lord have mercy, man. I'm not gonna lie. This was a little scary. Those damn voices in my ear.
Under my nose, opening and closing the doors.
Ma'am, this is a very old house. Why the floorboards squeak and the plumbing clanks.
There were voices. I'm telling you.
It's crazy how she immediately is turning into the crazy one. But yikes, regardless, I'd be freaked out too if I was her.
Smell.
She immediately got the gat. Let's go. I vibe with it. She immediately was like, yeah, I'm going to get the double barrel. Ooh, what the hell? Oh, stop. That's crazy. That's crazy. That was insane. I like that. I like that one. That was good. Again, I like how the light is playing such a character within this film.
And I don't believe that Noah got all those animals into one boat. Or the Holy Spirit is a dove. No, I don't believe that either.
They're like, yeah, it's like, that sounds crazy. And they're living in a house full of ghosts. I mean, I don't know. At that point, I think anything is possible.
Mrs. Mills.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any idea what...
I mean, is there something going on with the family? I'm talking about Mrs. Mills and their family. Because they say they've been going around and they come back. And she knows this place from the back of her hand from previous things, right? So, is there something up with these guys?
Grief over the death of a loved one can lead people to do the strangest things.
I mean, yeah, but I don't find that strange, if I could be honest with you. We do a lot with our dead. You know, that's been a human thing for centuries. I mean, my God, there's been crazier rituals. So I don't really find that to be a little weird. But I can see how she would do that, considering that she's very religious and strict with her teachings.
Was that when Lydia went dumb?
Yes, I think so. So, you know, my memory's a bit rusty these days.
I don't trust you, lady. I don't trust you. I don't know why. I feel like you're giving a false sense of security, and I'm not buying it, lady. Damn. And just like that, somebody is Stevie Wondering on the piano. Here we go. I guess this is more so Mozart, but it's funnier just imagining Stevie Wonder doing it. I love that she is carrying around this double-barrel shotgun with one hand and a whole candle stick that looks like it's like a rocket in the other. It's a cool look. That's a really cool look. This girl just got uppercutted by the damn door. No way.
Oh, my God.
Yep. I hope you believe it now. You got some weird things happening. Sounds like you might have to call somebody.
Of the dead gets mixed up with the world of the living.
But it's impossible.
Well, tell them to leave, man. Tell them to get the fuck out of my house. You ain't got to be lost in here. There's a whole ocean of life, of living for you to invade. Leave me alone.
Every room in there, inch by inch. And now I need them to be blessed.
Meanwhile, my man has been doing honest work since the day he has arrived to the house. He wasn't lying. He does honest work. You don't have a car. You don't have anything. You're just, okay. At least bring the shotgun with you. Ooh, I like how this is shot, too. And how the audio is. They're doing a lot of really cool tricks with the audio, by the way, if you're wearing headphones.
Children, their father back.
I mean, he can obviously look like that from the war, but I think that's the face of a dead man. Wow, that's a really cool shot because the gate is kind of just signaling that they are in a cage. For sure.
Hello, Nicholas.
I told you, see? I told you he'd come back.
Oh, that's really sweet. At least I get to have this moment, but I definitely believe that guy is a ghost. That's a wild thing to say. That's such a wild thing to say on the first time seeing your dad. What the hell? It's a kid thing to say, but oh my goodness.
Well, on whether they fought on the side of the goodies or the baddies. Your father, for example, fought for England on the side of the goodies.
The side of the goodies. What is you talking about? That's such a crazy way to put that.
Right, you go to your room. Go to your room. There's no dessert for you today.
I thought she was gonna start like talking like an angry old man or something. Oh damn! Yep, that's weird. Girl, you have a old lady hand. That's weird. That's so creepy.
What's the matter?
I would kick this out of my daughter. Turns out she was your daughter. That was crazy. That would have been a better solution than what I was gonna do. I was gonna full frontal just Trojan kick my daughter, dude. She's peeping game. She is finally peeping game. Let's see how she starts to combat this. Not only within her mind, but the very physical obstacles she has to face right now.
I just came back to say goodbye to my wife and children. Now I must go.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. This man he's been dead for a long time.
We're going to war. Your place was here with us. With your family.
I love how throughout this conversation she wasn't even talking to him. She almost was talking to herself, or what she's said to herself while he was gone. It's almost as if he's a ghost. Again, her being trapped within this place. And again, I really got to say, I love just the coloring of this film. There are no bright colors at all. At all. Oh, that's a crazy shot right there. That was a crazy shot right there. Dude, somebody was like, yo, you getting blasted by this light right now.
Daddy's gone.
It's not true.
Yes, it is. It is true.
I love that was, in a way, her finally telling them the truth of things instead of kind of just keeping it up in the air.
Give me your keys. I want your keys now.
Oh my God. All right, time to shoot. That's what I would do. I wouldn't do that. I don't want to go to jail, but I'd ask them again. If they wouldn't give it to me, then I'd shoot.
If I hang on to the pipe, I can climb down to the ground. It's very easy.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I think we've got lost.
These kids are just casually strolling and like in the middle of the woods on a foggy night.
Wait.
Yep, here we go. Here we go. It's about to get crazy right now. Yep. They were ghosts all along. They were dead for a good bit.
Away. Don't speak to them. Why? They're dead. What? They're gone.
He said, what? What?
Don't come any closer! Don't move!
Oh, well, that didn't do anything. Well, get a vacuum. Get a vacuum ASAP. Do they have vacuums at this time?
Don't separate you.
You got your family back. Time to protect them. I don't know how you're going to do it. I really don't know how you're going to do it. But I think the only solution is to get the hell out of that place.
Come with us, children. Come with us.
Yo, what the heck? This is not fair for the family, if I'm being honest with you. It's like a, 18v3? Like, this is insane. My question is, why this place? Why try so hard to just stay at this place? Like, it's not any type of resort or anything. Like, what's happening?
Something about a pillow.
I saw that paper. There was nothing on that paper that said anything about a damn pillow.
Children, if you're dead, why do you remain in this house?
We're not dead.
Why?
Yo, what is she just saying? Did she say that the mom put a pillow over their faces? Oh, snap. This is doing a seance. Oh, this is doing a whole lot of bridging of timelines. This is crazy. This is kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
Are you all right?
Yes. Just a bit dizzy, that's all. What happened?
Wow, that was a cool twist. I like that. I really like that. That was really well done.
We don't know anything about them yet.
Yes, we do. We know the woman went mad, smothered her two children, and then shot herself.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness, bro. No way. No way that's how their story is. But that makes sense. That's crazy. That is so insane.
First, I couldn't understand the pillows doing in my hands. Why you didn't move.
God, that's dark. That's pretty dark. I did not see that coming. I really didn't. So she smothered her two kids and then shot herself. That's wild.
You were playing with the pillows as if nothing had happened.
That's wow. I was wondering where this was going to lead to and how they were going to get out of this. I didn't expect them to already be dead.
Sometimes we'll sense them, other times we won't. But that's the way it's always been.
Wow. So what was that with the whole husband thing? What was that about? What was her husband being there about?
I'm no wiser than you are. But I do know that I love you.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm very happy that this film took a chance to explain the after, because it was talked about all throughout the film. That's really cool that they challenge themselves to approach that, because a lot of films don't do that. All right, guys, and that is the end to The Others. That house is going to stay for sale forever. No one's buying that house. All right, everybody, we just got done with The Others. A surprising twist at the end. I'm not going to lie. I think it really came back for a home run. Not to say that this was, like, boring or anything. It wasn't. It was just, it was, there was a lot happening. And I noticed that we were approaching a point to where it's like, okay, we only got like a few minutes left. The only logical option I could see for these guys is leaving the house or they're all gonna die. But to find out that the family has been dead and the mom smothered the 2 kids with pillows and then shot herself, and they are the ghost and they will be the ghost, that was a really great turnaround. I really enjoyed that, and more importantly, I really enjoyed the filmmaking aspect that came with the approach of this story, that came with the approach of this film. Again, like I said at the beginning of this film, I love that, you know, because the kids were said to be sensitive to light, we had to work within a space that was primarily covered in darkness. And that creates a lot of really cool, organic, and naturally done scares that I think was really, really good. And it wasn't like any out-of-place jump scares or anything like that. Another thing, too, that I really want to mention is the audio. For those of you who are watching this with headphones, the audio here is very creative. To the point to where at first I thought there was something wrong with like my headphones. I'm not gonna lie, there was something wrong with my headphones, and then, you know, they start equalizing the left and right module and all that good stuff. But there were also really cool things that they did with the whispers and voices, which I know nowadays is not anything new. It's actually probably common, but to be able to play around with that and to have it be so effective because of the actual story itself, I thought was really, really fun. And at the same time, constantly having me guessing. I think that was really cool. That was such a great relationship that the story had with the audience being me. You guys let me know if you had a similar approach to this, where you almost tackled this like a detective, right? But yeah, it was very, very cool. And I love the story that was so ingrained with the mother and just her acceptance throughout the entire film. This whole thing was about acceptance, and we see her living essentially through fear for her family. We see it as protection, but it's protection that is being locomotive through fear. And we're witnessing that build up and build up and build up until she finally is able to come to terms with what she has done and finally accept and move forward, however that may seem, right? But I really do find that interesting. This movie took a lot more of a psychological approach, and it was much more of a slower burn. It wasn't that spooky, you know, it wasn't that horrifying, but the concept itself, I think, is really, really spooky, and it's very existential. And it's the same thing as like Ghost Story, right? Where Ghost Story wasn't spooky. I mean, if at all, I don't think it was really ever spooky, but the concept itself is pretty terrifying, and I think speaks to a lot of us when we think about what happens after we die. And I think that's really, really clever and very interesting to tackle, because what the hell happens? I don't know. You don't know, but here we are watching art that represents things that could be happening, and I think that's why a lot of us love are fascinated by death and are fascinated by stories like sci-fi, because it's like, it's there. We will experience it, but we just don't know how we'll experience it. And I'm happy that this film took an effort to approach that. I think it really kicked it up a notch. But curious to hear your thoughts on it. I mean, brilliant acting, as always. I mean, come on, she's incredible. And I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. So let me know in the comment section below. But as always, if you guys want to continue participating in the Halloween theme, you still got a few more weeks. But we'll be doing these, you know, like even after the Halloween. So let me know your thoughts down below. As always, stay healthy and stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair chair pulled back in the backseat.